Hi, I'm Anush Salaniwal.
Hi, I'm Michael Ohayon, and we'll be the host for today's podcast.
Welcome back. For those who don't know, the Scripps Ranch Professional Career Exploration Club is an organization dedicated to interviewing professionals from many different career paths. We aim to help students find a career that's right for them.
And we have a very special guest today. Give a warm welcome to Brian Tague. Brian Tague started as a Navy cadet in the U.S. Merchant Marine Academy, where he received his bachelor in logistics and operations. He is now a director of operations and a realtor at Barron Real Estate Group. He's been ranked among the top 1% of realtors in San Diego. Mr. Tague, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me. It's such an honor, pleasure to be here, and love what you're doing.
So, how did you get into the real estate business coming from the Navy?
All right, so the Navy was a great stepping stone to where I'm at today. Navy's all very, very operational driven, checklist driven, mission forward, how to pivot, adapt, and overcome challenges to get to those end goals. So once I got out of the Navy, it was a perfect transition for me to take that step of what my passion was, what I love to do, and implement all the skills I've learned at the Navy that I just mentioned into real estate. And that's what I believe has helped me, grow my career to be successful as it is.
Awesome. So when you're hiring new partners or employees, or even just partners and things that aren't related to work necessarily, what do you look for when you're hiring?
So we use a DISC profile. I'm not sure you're familiar with DISC. We love the DISC profile because everybody's got different personalities in real estate. I do have a couple buyer's agents that work for me. I have a great business partner, Emma Lefkowitz, who I work with, and then we have multiple assistants that also work with us. So hiring is very important. So depending on what the role is on our team, is going to be very important to their personality traits. Number one, we want their personality characteristics to match well with what their jobs and roles and responsibilities are going to be. But we also want their personalities to match well with our personalities. So we use a DISC profile. We believe in the DISC profile. It's not necessary, but it's definitely helped us get the right people in the right spots.
What are the most important traits for a real estate agent to have?
So there's a variety of different real estate agents. There's 21,000 licensed agents in San Diego County. We know that. Some people do it as a hobby. Some people are licensed agents just for themselves for buying and selling investment properties. Some people do it as a career, as full time. Some people just want to join a team and do partial sides of it. So there's a lot of different sides of realtors and real estate, and who they work with and what they specialize in. However, that trait, I'll just speak to me because this is what I've created. I do this full time, as like I said, with a business partner. We sell 150 homes on average a year. That's about a home every 2 days if you're doing the math or whatever it is. It's less than that actually. We sell a lot of homes. We're top ranked. But with that, we have hard work, we have drive, we want it. We always start with yes. That's one of our slogans or mottos that we use, is start with yes. If somebody asks a question, it's never no, it's yes. And then we'll figure out how we can get to that yes. So hard work, work ethic, being available, being educated, being a good listener. That's what we're training our team members on us is from Hamilton. We quote that line all the time, is talk less, smile more, right? On if you watch Hamilton, and that's what it is. You need to be a good listener in real estate and then apply what you're hearing to solve problems. So hard work, be a good listener, and just have a good personality is a couple of the main traits that have made the good realtor successful.
So let's talk a little bit about the buying aspect of real estate. So what techniques do you use to kind of nudge clients to buying a specific property?
So great question, Michael. We don't nudge clients to buy a property. That's not our style. Many realtors want to get a sale. We are fortunate enough that we sell enough houses that If we lose a sale or gain a sale, that doesn't matter to us. What our business plan is, and I think this is where you're going with the question, what our business plan is about educating the clients, being available for the clients, answering questions for the clients, and helping, again, based on what we hear that they want and need, setting them in the right direction, setting them up for success, finding the right house or the right location for them. We're not, they know it. This profession is it's not going in and trying to sell them a one car or another car because of features of this. It's getting them in the right neighborhood, talking about the right houses, the bedrooms, the bathrooms, the whys, showing them the whys. When they walk into a house, they'll know whether they want it or not. They're not asking us, should I buy it or do I need to buy it? They will know, and that's our job as a realtor, is to get them in the door of the house that we think they're going to want based on what they want and need. So we do, to help get there, we do a lot of buyer consultations or seller consultations where we'll sit down with them, we'll have Zoom calls, we'll have face-to-faces, and we want to hear what they want, why they want it, so we can help create, set them up for success. So we don't use those tactics. Many realtors do, and that's okay. We're all about building trust, and that trust is paramount in success in this business, because trust brings deals brings referrals brings more deals, and that's really what we've built our business on, is relationships.
So for high schoolers that want to become a real estate agent in the future, what high school/college classes do you recommend for an aspiring realtor?
So that's a tough question. I was wondering if you guys are going to ask me something like that. That's a tough question, because there's courses. We're licensed agents, just we have to go through some courses to take. Do you need to be college courses? No, not at all. Even if there were, I will tell you, I'm just going to cut to the chase. Like, what to be a good realtor, a successful realtor, you're learning. You're learning it on the job. It's in the military, we call it OJT, on the job training. And that's really what it is being a realtor. You got to just get out there and just go, and you're going to figure it out, or you're going to completely fail. But there aren't too many courses that you can study. You can study architect all day long. You could study permits and plans and contracts all day long in college. But my personal opinion is it's not going to help you be a good or a bad realtor. The on-the-job training is the key to becoming a successful realtor. What I will say as far as college and classes is developing, and it starts at a way younger age than college or high school, but it's developing that grit. You got to have the grit, the grind, the hustle. That's what's going to make you succeed as a realtor, not your college courses. Now in high school, in college is the time to perfect your systems. Learn who you are as yourself. How are you going to remember to call somebody, when scheduled, to show up at an appointment? Even your silly systems in your phone and your calendar and your whatever it's going to be, perfect your ability to know yourself so you can adapt your business plan that works well for you in the future.
So you're saying that a lot of real estate is the kind of thing that can't be learned in a classroom, but it's the kind of thing that you have to develop yourself, right?
I agree with that. Yeah, that is exactly what I'm saying, is you've just got to figure it out. I will tell you though, I mentioned or alluded to the fact that we've built our business about relationships and trust. That can come valuable, and you can't pick it. You can't project, you can't pick, you can't know, but it's making those connections with other people. So if you are studying history and you join a history club, or you are walking through somebody's house that has some sort of picture of some sort of historical thing, and you make that connection. It's about connections and relationships and conversations. That's what's going to help you succeed, because they're icebreakers, they're conversation pieces that opens the door to build that trust and the relationships with those people. So you can study whatever you want, the key is to applying the military experience, the whatever you studied in college, the school you went to, the travels you made to make those connections with other people that will then hopefully become your clients in the future. Does that make sense?
Yep. So, what would you say is the most challenging part of being a realtor?
The schedule, or lack thereof the schedule. It is, and thank you guys, both of you. For those of you watching, you don't know the challenges that both of these guys had to get me in front of this video on this podcast, and I'm honored to be a part of it. I absolutely love it, but we've had to reschedule multiple times because of the answer to this question. Is the schedule is so unpredictable. That's the challenge of being a realtor. We can't predict, we can't plan, we can't schedule vacation, or we can, I guess we can. But remember, I do this as a passion, as a career. This is what I love to do, and we're really good at it. I could take off a week, or I could turn my phone off. But if I did, they would go down the internet and find the next realtor and the next realtor and the next realtor until somebody answered their phone and somebody would talk to them. So being available on not have a schedule is the key to success. So that's the challenge, is time blocking, going on vacations, turning off. This is a 24/7 job if you're going to do it well and be the best of the best. If you love your phone, if you love talking to people, if you love pivoting, adapting, overcoming, realtor's great. Every single day is a challenge. You wake up unemployed every single day, and it's scary for all of you if your target audience are high school kids right now. When you're a realtor, you are self-employed and independent contractor for most cases, for all intents and purposes. So I wake up every morning unemployed, and I have to ask myself, while I drink that morning cup of coffee, am I going to go work and make some money today, or am I going to go do something else? And it's all about that hustle, the grit, the grind, the motivation, and the availability to get out there and make some money, build relationships, grow. So that's the challenge of this job.
So I've heard a lot of people relate real estate to being on call for a medical professional. How true is that statement for you?
It's so true. So true. Always on call. Always on call. Time. I mean, you just never know. When your phone rings and you have that opportunity to answer it or not answer it, it could be a $10 million call. It could be a total sales call spam, but you don't know until you answer that call. That's what makes this job so awesome. It's the addiction, it's the love for the challenge, and you don't know when you get somebody on the phone what the call's about and how legit it is, but you got to be able to talk the talk, walk the walk, have a little bit of experience, and just be personable and likable and trustworthy, and you will do well in this career. That's what it's about. But you got to know something. You don't have to know everything. You have to know something. And that's what comes with the street, or the experience that we talked about. But you're always on call if you're going to do well at it, not as a hobby, if not part-time, but if you're going to do this as a career, you're always on call.
So advertising is one of the most important aspects of real estate. What techniques do you use to reach potential customers?
So that's a loaded question, and it's always ever so changing, right? Pre-COVID, we had one advertising strategy. Now, search engine optimization with real estate is through the roof because everybody's on their computers, everybody's online, everybody's searching. So advertising has to change. In real estate, the term we use is you have a farm. We'll go and you have door drops, you have flyers, you have mailers, you have magazines, you'll have internet ads, you'll have newspapers, you name it, it's all out there. It's very important to get out there, but it all depends on what your business plan is and who you're targeting. If you're targeting buyers, if you're targeting sellers, if you're targeting investors, first-time home buyers, it's a variety of different, and having that focus, that plan, and doing really well at one thing or two things is very important, because advertising is a loaded question. Focusing on your advertising is the key to being a successful realtor, and controlling your budget. I will say it's easy to get your license. It's easy to be a realtor. It's very hard to be a good realtor or a successful realtor. Let me put it that way. If success is defined as closing deals and making money, it's very difficult to be a successful realtor. And it, for the most part, it does take money to make money. And that goes back, Anush, to your question. It does come with advertising and marketing and branding. It takes money to make money, and then that's all helps to become a successful realtor.
So similar to like the private practice, public practice in medicine, should aspiring realtors, should they join their like a pre-existing group, like say Barron Real Estate, or should they open up their own little operation?
So it goes back to who you're targeting, how you're targeting, why you're targeting, kind of that last question, and then make that decision. There's a variety of different ways. Are you going to do it part-time? Are you going to do it as a hobby? Or are you going to do it for yourself? So that's, step number one. And then who are you going to target? Where are you going to target? Why are you going to target? That would be this question number two. And then depending on what those answers are, you can absolutely be an independent agent. You can say, hey, Brian, I want to come and work wherever. You have to be a broker, or you have to hang your license at or with a broker of real estate. So there's two types of licenses. There's the real estate agent license, and then there's the broker associate or broker license. You have to hang your license at a brokerage. You can go and be at a brokerage, but be an independent agent and work just for yourself, and it's just you, and that's, works great for some people. Or you can join a team and you can be a buyer's agent and only work with buyers. You can join a team and only work with sellers. You can join a team and be an assistant, which does the literally the assistant work, or does the transaction management work. There's a lot of different areas. So that's a personal preference. My recommendation to most people, to answer your question, the answer to your question is it depends on what you want to do. Just like in medicine, as you used as an example, there's a variety of nurses, practitioners, doctors, specialists, surgeons. There's a variety. The same with real estate. As silly as it sounds, it's very the same. There's a lot of different specialties, and one doctor is not going to do it all, or might do it all and just not do it all very well. That's how it is in real estate. You kind of get into a specialty. And then where do you want to be? Do you want to be the nurse? Do you want to be the doctor? Do you want to be the support staff, the admin, whatever? That's exactly how it is in real estate too. My recommendation for people starting out, if you're getting out of high school and you're going to jump right into real estate, or if you're going to go to college and then jump into real estate, or you're going to do this as a career down the road, I always believe in, starting, get down and dirty, starting at the deck plate. In the Navy, we call the deck plate. So get down there and do the admin work, do the paperwork, be the assistant first to know what you're getting into, and then go out and be the realtor, and start building your book of business that way. So sorry, Michael, that was a little bit longer answer to your question, but I think that's very important on knowing you don't just become a realtor. It's a very strategic path on where you want to go and be, just like medical field.
So everybody wants to be the best in their field, but being the best is very hard. So how do you separate yourself from countless other realtors?
Well, it started out with just that hustle, that grind, that always yes. I remember there was nights when I was at Hoyt Park at Concert in the Park with my family, with my friends on a Sunday night, tired after a weekend, and you get a call to go show a house. And you know me, I would leave there and I'd go show the house. Is that right? Is that wrong? I don't know. But that's what's broken me apart from other people. The can-do attitude, the always yes, the just being there, being available is step number one. And then the second step to be the best is, for me, it's just being genuine, just being who I am, not trying to sell anybody anything, but selling them the right thing. That's what I don't want somebody to come back and upset with me that they bought the house that's not a good fit for them. So just being genuine, being smart, finding answers. If I don't have an answer, I learned this in the military. Sir, I'll find out, sir. That's one of our candid responses. If we don't know the answer, sir, I will find out, sir. Ma'am, I will find out, ma'am. That's what we do. And it's in real estate. It's the same thing. If they ask a question, like, I don't know. I'm so sorry, Mrs. Smith. I don't know the answer to that, but I'll get back to you tonight. I'll go find out. And you follow up. So just being genuine, being yourself, and committing to what you are doing, what you commit to, is so important.
So give us an elevator pitch on why people should become realtors.
Why or why not? Just kidding. Why should people become realtors? So it's a profession choice. You should not. Here's what I'm going to say first, and it's not an elevator pitch. Sorry, I'm going to change your question a little bit. You should not become a realtor if you're chasing the money. You should not become a realtor if you want to be an independent contractor and work your own schedule and work your own hours and think you're going to have flexibility, because that's not what it's about. It's not about making easy money, which some people think it is. And it's not about working your own schedule, because if you're going to do well at what you do, you have to do it all the time. You have to be successful and be available. So why should you become a realtor? If you want to help people, if you want to educate people, if you want to be a household name, as silly as that sounds, if you want to be a household name in their house, that's why you become a realtor. I have people that call me and ask me, do you have a good dog groomer recommendation? Do you have a good landscaper? Do you have a good painter? Who's your hair salon? They ask me if I have a good hair salon. I don't cut my hair. I don't know what the answer to that is. But they ask me that because I'm a household name, and that's what I want to be. That's what I want to have created. And that's what I want, because when they go to sell their house or when they have friends selling or buying, I want them to call me. And again, this is, I want to stress. I have a partnership. I have a business partner, Emma Lefkowitz. We have done all of this together. I've said I a lot in this, but I want to elaborate that we have done all of this together, and we are a great team who have developed a team to do all of this. So having that partnership helps you be available 24/7. So that's why you should be a realtor, if you want to help people. And that's what Emma and I want to do, is we want to help people, because that is rewarding, not for the money and the schedule.
Well, Mr. Tague, that was a very insightful interview. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule to help us with this. We hope everyone learned as much as we just did. And a huge thank you to Mr. Tague for joining us today. We are SRPCEC, and we hope you enjoyed. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. Thank you.